The software application review, I did it on Flipgrid, and I really felt that it helped me gain certain technical skills because I learned how to use the app in in a more depth way. I now know how to look at it if I want to make my own Flipgrid for my classroom, or if I'm the person using the Flipgrid, and all the different features that it can offer. And the digital story was really fun to make because I got to see just every little step in my life that created me to have this decision to become a teacher, whether it be that I was a daycare teacher or that I was involved in high school and Link Crew and ASB. I just felt like every little story that I just forgot made me have that decision, really made me focus on why I did choose it. So it was a really cool assignment just to dive deep into my decision and what led up to that decision. The short-term assignments were really interesting. I really thought like some of them, whether they be about students or about learning, it just helped me again dive deeper into what is important and to look more outside the box and not just so direct and general, that we can be more creative with the way we think about things. And inspired me to be a good teacher just like that again, just to be more creative and think outside the box, and that every child is different and that every student's going to be different. And so that's very, like, you need to put that type of thing in perspective. The TLP really also put things in perspective again, to piggyback on that, because I got to talk with a teacher. She was a 4th grade teacher. She began teaching before pandemic as well as after pandemic. So she just made it like very much in perspective, because things are constantly changing, whether that's the students, whether that's the technology, as well as being pandemic, post pandemics, things like that. Like, everything is constantly changing within a classroom, and that you really need to just challenge yourself to be that very best teacher that you can be. When designing a solution, it was actually somewhat hard. I never really thought of it. I was like, well, when students aren't having focus, like, what can you do to help? Because you really do have to think of all the students and their uniqueness. So the solution was also a very difficult assignment for that, but I really enjoyed doing that. My most rewarding learning experience would definitely be either the software application, honestly all of it. The digital story, I would think, is definitely it, actually, because I really got to see every little step in my life and my journey as to why I chose to become and pursue my multiple subject and educational specialist degree or credential. So that's really something what I think is the most rewarding. The most challenging will definitely be the TLP. Finding a solution is tough, and trying to figure out that solution that would be best for students is a very tough way to, and as a teacher, you need to make those tough decisions. So I definitely think that that's definitely one of the toughest ones. Technology in my classroom, I want it to be 50-50. I do want the students to learn from technology, but I also think that writing stuff down and incorporating just motor skills is even better too. So there's definitely be technology, and they'll definitely be going through with the technical era that we're all in. But I do want to incorporate also just the handwriting and the visuals, the concrete visuals and things like that. So overall, I really enjoyed this class, and the reflection of this whole entire class is just amazing. I learned things about myself that I really didn't think I was going to learn about, as well as just dive deeper and more outside of the box thinking. So thank you.